Hello and welcome. We're the Bitches with Beards, and we love to talk all things culture.
On this podcast, we chat our top 3 cultural moments of the week.
It's the Cultural Three-Way. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Max. We saw you from across the bar.
And we really enjoy your vibes.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a little dark now.
It is. We're meant to be going to the baseball after this, but I'm wondering now as it's getting slowly darker.
I don't know that you are going to the baseball.
It's been very weird weather this week.
Yeah.
Got caught in... when did I get caught in a storm? Got caught in the rain yesterday when I took Moonpig out.
Yeah.
She... we were out and it just rained. It was awful. And then...
Did it rain Wednesday? Or was it Tuesday?
Wednesday...
Or was it Monday?
Wednesday was the nasty day because it was the one day I was going into the office.
Oh,
so
yes, it rained in the morning.
Naturally,
yeah.
It's the day that my schedule was slightly more locked down. And Monday, did it rain Monday?
Maybe. But I think it rained Wednesday morning because I remember seeing it coming off the Potomac from the office. And it was gorgeous, but it was like, ooh, it looked disgusting.
Yeah, summer's kind of going into its weird phase at the moment. Like it's sort of run out of steam.
It's damp.
Yes.
To say the least.
Anyway, Daniel, you had a bit of a stressful week.
I had a stressful week at work. Outside of work, we'll talk about that. It's been rather nice outside of work in that I have made dinner reservations in Quebec City and in Ottawa for my trip.
Someone's home.
So I am now looking very much forward to eating in Quebec City. I may be having rabbit while I'm up there.
Nice.
Yes, I've never had rabbit before, so there's a restaurant that specializes in it. So we'll see.
I think I've had it in paella because I think it's used traditionally in paella. I think that's not intentionally because I really love bunnies.
Well, here's the thing. I like bunnies too, but how often do you get to have it? And I'm like, well, might as well try it. Like, I'm not doing the, Pavarotti with the, veil over myself eating those birds, but it's.
We had bunnies when we were in Rochester, and we had to be careful of Rosie because she's a hunting dog.
She right
at them, and they were really cute. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see. I can't.
Anyways, if I enjoy it, I won't tell you about it.
No, I'm curious because one squirrel was maybe a very sweet meat.
Yes, and I've never had that. So
try and bring it in.
Yeah. Anyways, so nice. I've made dinner reservations. I'm very happy about that. Also, the muse struck today. I was telling you beforehand. I was able to write about 9 pages worth of a report, which is very productive right now. We're hoping that she comes back again tomorrow.
Nice.
For a little bit more. So I don't know. It's been an okay week. Personally, work-wise, like I said, it's been, we're not going to talk about it. But how about you? How was your week?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Work, we've got, the term is potentially, I think what you call celebration day. But not a celebrate. I
don't know this term, or at least how you're using
it.
So
if it's a specific day that marks something, it's
like an anniversary,
like National Sandwich Day or something.
Right, yeah.
But I think the term is loosely celebration day, but it's not always. It's hard. So we have a couple of those coming up at work this month. So we're producing a lot of video content.
Oh, okay.
For that, which is. It's been good, but I had to be in the office on Wednesday for a mad dash of oh my God, all of a sudden we need to get these videos done. And another one had to be in. Everyone's on vacation, which is all good. And everyone's pretty cool with the vacation time and letting people know, and no one leaves anyone in the lurch and that. So it's just been a bit.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, but yes, we've had that. And Sunday we went out with Mark to Lord Huron play at Anthem, which was excellent.
Very nice.
Very chill evening. But that was a really wet day. That was when the rain came through on Sunday.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just been wet this week. Wet and damp.
Inappropriate moments, not very impressive moments.
Yeah, and it's always been like your call without your umbrella moments. Like, oh, it's not supposed to happen.
Daniel, you make me wet.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, talking of getting people wet, it's time to warm up our third.
Yeah, and there he was. All right, so my culture for the week. I tried something new in Whole Foods, and I'm telling you now so that maybe you don't necessarily spend your money on it, but you could.
Vegan vaginas.
No, absolutely not. That I shall never try. I bought plum cots.
Apricots bread with a plum.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're a little bit, they look like a plum. They're a little bit sweeter than a plum, and they're red. But there's like no like discernible like apricots in that type situation. But they're red, and they're like a little less sour than a normal plum. They're okay.
So the apricot cuts the plum.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a little bit. Would I spend money on it? No. Do I love apricots and plums separately? Yes. So I guess in a pinch, if you're making a plum pie, you could do that. I don't know. Choices are all yours. Also, this week, I made a lot of baked potatoes, but I did them vegetarian style with mushroom and mycelium to make them barbecue baked potatoes.
Nice.
It actually cooked up really well, and I would recommend it if you want to move a little bit away from like the pork products. The mycelium actually worked really well with the texture and taste. All right, and I have a very late entry for my culture.
Ooh.
But it's very good. It might lead to just a little bit of conversation. Carly Rae Jepsen released a single today called Don't Leave Me on the Dance Floor.
Oh, I love a Tears on the Dance Floor song.
It is very, very disco, and here's what I was
Yes, you said
you.
about disco earlier.
I think this is the summer of disco. I think disco is coming back this summer.
Yeah, Madonna's really kind of gone for like the edge of disco, hasn't she?
She's gone for the edge of disco. Carly Rae, this single is very much disco, and I love it. Like I'm a disco child, and so I'm in love with this. Like I'm not complaining at all. Like please,
I need to
bring the
listen.
disco.
I've been
Yes.
meaning to listen all week to Madonna and Kylie's Love Sensation duet, but I've never. I somehow have managed to not listen to a single.
So here's the thing. I haven't either. I've also been listening to a lot of Mother Mary this week.
Yeah.
Like she's come back.
She does. She gets into your soul.
She does. She does indeed. But anyway.
But no, so it's a good. So you think it's summer of disco?
Yes. I don't know that this is the song of the summer like we said last week, but I definitely think disco is the theme of the summer.
I haven't even listened to the song that you said last week. Again,
You're not missing out.
And it's all about Texas, isn't it?
Yes, it's Choosing Texas.
Choosing Texas. And stupidly, that was the day when I put the graphics up for the pod on socials. I was like, and it mentioned Song of the Summer on the description. I just put Call Me Maybe.
Well, don't do that.
Well, it's like that was the original song of the Song of the Summer.
Yeah, well, that was indeed. But yeah, that was sort of yeah. Oh, Max. Well, maybe you'll get around to it this week, or maybe you won't. Or I'm going to say this: at least listen to Carly Rae.
I will listen to. I love Carly Rae. I've always quite liked that she's reasonably. I don't know. I hate to say knows her place, but she's very content with where she is. Mm-hmm. And she produces like a high quantity of earworm.
Yes, but she also, I feel like they're always solid, if that makes sense.
They're amazingly solid. Like, people sleep on the quality that is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Like, Her in the Loneliest Time with Rufus Wainwright's one of my favorite songs
ever. I might like have to just kind of put on a Carly Rae like playlist, but
do it.
What's the song I love? Come Away With Me is excellent.
Oh, yes.
So Come Away With Me. Baby, Take Me. Is it? She's just got some really
As you come along and try to figure it out.
No, she's always been really fucking good, and you always kind of get the impression that if she had a room for like 20 gays, she'd be like, this is my tribe.
Oh, she absolutely would. Absolutely would. But anyways, dear, what was culture for you this week?
Culture for me this week was music. I was listening to a lot of Foxy Shazam, which I was playing when you got in. They're very much like The Darkness, but I think they kind of came before I went through. They had like 10 albums. I'm like, wow, where did that come from? I listened to them last year. I'm like, I need to re-listen to them like in a better headspace. So yeah, listen to a lot of that. Movie went to go and see I Want Your Sex, which is Olivia Wilde and Cooper Hoffman. Cooper Hoffman, it makes me kind of sad. Him and Giamatti, they're such talented kids, and like their dads aren't gonna see it.
No, yeah.
that's just kind of sad, I think.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed it. It was good. It kind of could have been braver. I'm not quite sure where it wanted to go, but I did enjoy it.
Okay.
And I was at the AMC, so I got the Nicole Kidman, and the trailers were really good for some films coming out. Though a couple are out this week, and they're not available at the Alamo.
Oh.
There's a new one of Gillian Anderson that looks amazing, like a horror.
Oh, I think I've seen.
It's the one where she's like that was in the original, like she was in a Friday the 13th, and they want to bring her back, but it's sort of the blurred lines between art and reality. And the director did. I saw the TV Glow, which was another one which blurred. It's about people's relationship to media, so I highly recommend. Anyway, talking of relationship to media, I polished off the Hunger Games, Sunrise of the Reaping. It's going to make an amazing film.
Oh yes.
Like I did read it, like Susan Collins, when she does these, like she picks a period of the history of Pan Am and then like makes sure there's something to say about it. And this one's very much about propaganda and the way that things are presented by the media. It's just the origin of Haymitch, which is the only living or present former tribute in winning victor in District 12, as you know, played by Woody Harrelson.
Oh yes.
But I'm really, there's a lot of characters come into it, and I was a little bit like, when I read the casting, because they cast it pretty quickly after the book came out, and I hadn't read it, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of characters coming into this. And I was like, this is going to be a bit fan servicey, and the way they bring them in is absolutely spectacular. I know I'm a big fan of these books, but I read the reviews for it afterwards, and they're like, no, this is a good, solidly good book. So I'm very excited for all of that. If anyone only wants to watch one Hunger Games movie before seeing this, my high recommendation is Catching Fire. Would be an excellent one.
That's the second
That's
one?
the second one, because it will help update you a lot more on the history of the Quells, because it's all the Quarter Quells.
I was to say the Quarter Quell,
and a couple of the characters. So it's not really is the thing, but BT, Mags, and Wires are in this, and once you remember their story, and now I know where Mags' storyline fits in with the original. It's really clever. But the one I'm very excited for in it, I need to shut because I've been talking about it all week and the hubs are so bored, is the Philip Seymour Hoffman role, Plutarch, Heavensby, is being played by Jesse Plemons.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very excited for that. And Jesse Plemons in the trailer is like, that guy is such a good actor.
Yes.
And he's one of those actors you like, there are just good actors out there, and Philip Seymour Hoffman was an amazing actor. So it's not just looks wise you can see it, but there's a level in which
there's a craft. Too.
And Plutarch he's a game maker in a trilogy, but he's like very early in his career in this, and there's a game playing happening, and you have to have actors like Jesse Plemons and Philip Seymour Hoffman who are always playing a scene. There's always something else going on behind the eyes, and that's what makes them
there's
always
a calculus.
And so they're perfect for this role. But no, highly recommend the book. Shot for it first for the library as well. So I did though put my order in for another book.
Ooh.
Yesteryear. The one that Anne Hathaway's going to make.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I was reading about it. It came out. I'm like, I'm putting a pre-order in
and
for that.
We'll put that one and we'll read it. Thank you.
Just so you know, the library, you can actually request it at a certain date. You don't want it. You can say, I don't want it before. So thinking, I don't need it now. Do it anyway. Get on the list.
Yes, get on the list. Use that library.
Anyway, Daniel, unless we're planning on making our third just sit there while we sit quietly and read, which I think most thirds would like to do.
I think that we have done that in the past.
It's time to move on and get you guys all nice and warmed up and ready, and let's just go for it.
Yeah, so it's time to answer the question, who is your top, who is your bottom, and who is your lucky Pierre?
So Daniel, who's your top, who's your bottom, who is your lucky Pierre?
Well, my bottom of the week. So as summer marches ever towards autumn, the theme of the Met Gala was announced. John Galliano Horizons. So there is a lot of controversy around this embattled designer, and the retrospective will look at the full breadth of his creative output This is coming on the heels of his very, very highly publicized anti-Semitic and racist remarks that occurred in France in, I believe it was 2011, which led to his firing from the House of Dior. Anna Wintour has said that they will not shy away from the darkness, nor is the darkness defining his entire legacy. He is the third living designer to get a themed show. There will be plenty of comments to come out whenever this is actually in full force, but he is known for several known works, including a lot of the Carrie Bradshaw looks in Sex and the City, Zendaya's look at the Met Gala itself, and other pieces as well. So it will be a very interesting thing to see come next May.
Yes. Any note yet on the management of it? So I'm dying.
You're dying, yes. No, there is no notes on the management as to whether or not the Bezos are going to have their hands all in it, or if it is going to be a situation to where it is slowly killing itself off, because this could and very well be one of the last Met Galas occurring. So I think it's highly interesting if Anna decides to go out on this note. We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see. However, we're staying in the world of fashion for my top. So my top of the week was Ralph Lauren has announced the next Artist in Residence series. It will feature Claudia Charlie and Loretta Bennett. They are members of Gee's Bend, which is a very rural Alabama quilting community located in the Black Belt of Alabama. They're doing a 10-piece collection which features upscale denim and hand-pieced apparel. There's also a home fashion portion that's going with it. It is stunning.
The jacket's really nice.
It is so stunning. I worked with the individuals of Gee's Bend when I was in undergrad first semester. Well, we were in the community and working with a few members.
Plates and the cutlery, the set's lovely.
Yes, it is stunning. And the quilts are absolutely phenomenal if you ever get the chance to see them. I've seen them at the Met before. They've been at several local museums, but if you ever see Gee's Bend, go.
Yeah.
Don't walk, run to Gee's Bend. So anyways, I think it's great that this is getting highlighted on a larger scale.
Which is what these are meant to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, my lucky Pierre of the week. A little bit of conversation is happening around this. So on the heels of the release of her album Petal, Miss Ariana Grande announced that at the completion of the Eternal Sunshine Tour, which concludes on September 1st, she will be walking away from the spotlight for a bit. There's speculations in the media that there is a health concern. This is also after she has recently walked out of her commitment to the West End revival of Sunday in the Park with George, where she was supposed to be opposite Jonathan Bailey. Sorry. I was really, that's wrong.
Oh, God, can you imagine him? I like Jonathan Bennett, but no.
No, Jonathan Bailey definitely needs to be in it. There's also been a lot of scrutiny and a lot of recent images.
Her health.
And there's been a lot of comparisons to Karen Carpenter. So there's, conversations around anorexia. But also, she took the stage this week saying that it was decided long before any of these rumors started that it was intentional. And the Washington Post actually did a title stating, "It's her body. Is it any of our business?" So the question is, should we be so concerned? Should we be manic about it? Should we be so obsessed with celebrity? But also, isn't this the cost of celebrity, is that you're under scrutiny at some point?
Yes. Well, we're going to come into that a little bit as well on my list. I think she's not a big person by any means, and she never will be. She's petite.
Yeah, isn't she like 5'2"?
Yeah, and she's not a big frame. And I mean, as much as I don't like her brother, you look at him as well. They're not a big family.
No.
So I think that she's always going to. I think that she can run a mile and she'll look skinny. She's never going to have a fuller figure. So
I think I'd use the adjective lithe to describe her.
Yeah. So I think that it sounds like she's been through a lot. I mean, Wicked
was 3 years.
3 years. Did they finish filming both before they released the first, or were they still diving back to England for part 2?
I think they were finished before they released the first.
Yeah, but the press tour was
like 2 years.
And she's done it. She had her marriage ended.
Yes.
And then and she ended up with Ethan Slater.
Mm-hmm. And then that ended.
So we don't know really what happened with her marriage either. There's a lot of scrutiny regarding whether or not they had they had an affair that ended the marriages, or the marriages were over, and they ended up that, and that's not our thing. I mean, it's interesting, but then I mean, Ethan ended. I'll be honest, he could have done better. There's something, I don't know. He something not quite with that. That never kind of clicked for me.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
But
it was always a giant question mark of really.
Then she's done. I mean, Wicked was only what it was last year.
Yeah,
and then that ended, and she had to. It's a lot. I think she's just stepping back. So I don't think we should be worried because I think she has made an active decision. I think that people would go, "Oh, we should be what? She's stepping back. Oh my God, we should be worried." No, I think that's meaning she's in a good place that she feels ready to.
I mean, I think it's different whenever you are forced to take a break and whenever you intentionally take a break.
Yeah, especially at the West End. And it is a different form of performing.
Yeah. I mean, doing a performance 8 days a week, like, that's...
And it's pretty
not 8
intense.
days a week, 8 performances a week. But, that's...
I mean, it can be up to... Yeah, they have one day off.
But then you could do two matinees. So, I mean, that's still a lot. And that's an emotional strain, especially with Sunday in the Park and George.
Yeah. It sounds like it all... And I think, obviously, someone wanted to do this. She might have said, we got an idea. Jonathan wants to do it. Would you be interested? And it's like, okay, well, wicked. This is going to be great. And then all of a sudden her going, no, maybe this is not the right time.
Yeah.
I think she's fine. I think she's probably very burnt out, and I think she needs to step back. I think she's got enough around her. She's got enough of a fan base that they can take a breather for like a year.
Right. And, this to come off the heels of her releasing Pedal, which I have listened to that album twice this week. I'm going to say this. It's nothing groundbreaking.
No.
I didn't include it as the song of the summer or being like, oh, I absolutely loved it. Like, it's not Mother Mary.
I like her.
It's
I
not
like
Madonna,
her music, but
it's
not...
just...
they grow on me as tracks, but I've never been completely blown away.
I'm never like, oh, it's the new Ariana Grande single, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, So, anyways. That's been my culture for this week, but you, what was your top of your bottom and your lucky Pierre?
My bottom for the week was Perez Hilton. I will admit that back in the day that I was a reader of his thing. I even think I bought his book.
Here's the thing. I think we were all, at least informed by culture from Perez Hilton at one point or another. And then we learned about Perez.
Yeah, I did buy his book, I think. It was quite interesting. But I think I stopped liking him when he lost weight and then decided to start telling everyone how to eat healthy. I'm like, just because you lost some weight, mate. Anyway, so this week he had a breakdown on TikTok. Clearly tried to self-harm himself, just perform self-harm. And then after that, he's now in care. The big statement has been that there's been from his team people saying he needs privacy, and of course people at Island Baldwin have come forward and said that man gave no one privacy for years. So I wasn't sure whether or not it's want to turn this into a debate, but it's a hard one, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yes, he's clearly going through something, but he's kind of reaping what he sowed.
He
created that culture.
He created that culture, and it's very much a situation that I would agree that normally I'd be like, oh yes, give privacy. But in that situation, like the amount of pain that he has caused to other individuals, it is very hard for me to be, I'm going to say, granting of mercy, if that makes sense. Yeah.
The other thing has really come up with it is that he's got a very good pattern of having these breakdowns every time something hits the fan, and all of a sudden he's having a moment. So...
Yeah.
Well, in betting news, my top of the week is that they're going to do a Welsh dub of Star Wars. It's a way of encouraging interest in the Welsh language. So that's going to be on Christmas Day on Welsh television around Christmas time. But it's going to feature Rhys Ifans, who most people would know from Harry Potter, or what really made him in the years ago was Notting Hill.
I was just say as the roommate. Yeah.
But wonderful actor, and he's going to be playing Obi-Wan, and Matthew Rhys as Han Solo.
Ah, yes.
So good. It seems like they're really kind of getting into it. And
it's their voices that they're lending.
Their voices.
Okay. Yes. Just wanted to be clear.
They're not remaking. There has been some headlines do say like, "Oh, Han Solo recast." I'm like, no, they've got the Welsh actor for him. Yeah.
doing the Welsh accent.
I love Matthew Rhys. But
Yes.
what's interesting is he must know Harrison Ford because he worked with Calista Flockhart and Brothers and Sisters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I wonder whether or not he's like, do I speak to him about it?
I feel like he would. Matthew strikes me as the person that would do it.
I did want Nessa from Gavin and Stacey to do the voice of Leia. Oi. But no, it's a really lovely thing what they're doing, and I think Lucasfilm were really behind it, and everyone's very excited.
So is there any way that we can see this?
Yeah, probably find a way to stream it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Disney might have the dub if they just add in the audio. Anyway, let's move on quickly because we're running out of time. But no, the big news of the week was the silly little preacher woman that got kicked off the Hawaii flight.
Oh, heavens.
So, yeah, she was caught. She stood up. I'm not going to name her names because, quite frankly, she got enough publicity out of it. She stood up, tried to preach, and was thrown off by a steward, best described with a look on his face that was, "Ma'am, I don't have the patience nor the crayons to explain this to you." And she claimed it was spiritual warfare.
Mm-hmm.
There was then a video of her blessing a police officer who was hot as shit. She wasn't. This is not the first video that's kind of emerged of people taking advantage of a stationary plane to preach. What are your thoughts and feelings?
Here's the thing. Just because I'm a captive audience does not mean that you can shove something down my throat.
No.
I do not consent to that. Therefore, you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
I think we're getting into a lot more of this. Let's do like between the rise of AI, which is creating a lot more of these viral moments, and they're not real.
Right.
I think people are looking for ways to draw attention. There's no way that she did this without thinking, "Oh, I'm going to try and get kicked off."
Oh, yeah.
And she's been given a platform. But we
Yeah.
have to be really, and this is what comes with the Perez Hilton of it all, is that at the moment we have to be really fucking conscious
Oh, yeah.
of giving platforms.
Unfortunately,
As we give a platform.
yeah. Don't take away our platform. But yes, no, I mean, we do have to be cognizant of that. And I do appreciate that you didn't give names so that no one's going out and like.
But it has hit the culture.
Oh,
I
yes.
think though, there hasn't really been. I have not seen much like, "Oh, that was so unfair" from people in general. I imagine the Christian communities are very much up in arms about it.
But I mean, it's the same thing as whenever you get on the metro and
Yeah.
then someone starts evangelizing or starts singing on the metro, and it's like, I am on transportation. I do not want this to be happening right now. Thank you. I'm captive for this stop until I can get off.
Have you ever had a Mormon come up to you?
No, I've never had a Mormon come up to me, but I've had like Jehovah's Witnesses like knock on my door. Like I remember that very distinctly whenever I lived in undergrad, and I was just like, "Please leave me alone."
Yeah.
Please.
The Mormons would come up on me on the metro, and they're young, and I always figured in a silly way that they just want to say they're going to go back and go, "Yeah, I spoke to so many people," and I'm like, if they're just asking me so they can not lie,
So they can check a box.
I'm like, you know what? 2 seconds in my. If they kept pressure, I'd be like, no. But if they, honestly, we went up to like 10 different people. Great. If that gets you around it, good for you.
I mean, I have been like accosted with people like on the mall, and they're like, repent, blah blah blah, blah, and I'm like, I'm fine. I'm literally just going to go read my book over here. Like, please just let me read in peace. Like, that's my MO, is just let me read in peace. Like, I just want my peace.
Well, talking of repenting, we better come to the end of the show. Daniel, quickly, any culture for next week?
Culture for me next week. There's no late breaking news as I'm looking at my work phone, but there could be. But there could be.
Just going to keep knocking on. I think I will go to try and buy some glasses this week and keep reading as much as possible, but trying to keep in the summer vibes going.
Did you decide on a pair?
Yes.
Okay.
I just haven't got down there this week.
Okay.
But anyway, Daniel, I'm Max.
I'm Daniel.
Thank you for being our third.
Cheers.
A big thank you to everyone for tuning in to Daniel Max's Cultural Freeway and for giving us a listen.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review, and follow us on the socials.
You can find us under Bearded Bitch Pod or Bitches with Beards. Please remember that only a mother could love our views and opinions, and they reflect us and no one else.
We'll be here next week, unless we're canceled.